Every time you click Buy Now, someone gets paid. And no, I'm not talking about Amazon. Millions of Americans think online shopping saves money. The truth is, someone quietly made sure it doesn't. The real price isn't printed on your receipt. It's buried inside a system almost nobody notices. Discounts, free shipping, flash sales, they're all part of a much bigger game. By the end of this video, you'll never look at online shopping the same way again. Shopping used to be simple. You drove to a store, picked an item, paid, and went home. Then came online shopping. Suddenly, thousands of stores fit inside one screen. Americans embraced the convenience almost overnight. Why leave home when everything comes to your door? It felt like technology had finally made shopping fairer, faster, and cheaper. But convenience has a funny habit. It makes us stop asking questions. Where does free shipping actually come from? Somebody always pays. Why do prices change every time you refresh the page? That's not always random. Notice an item suddenly says, "Only 2 left?" That message isn't always as innocent as it looks. Online stores don't just sell products. They study your behavior, one click at a time. And once companies understand how you shop, they don't have to convince you. They simply design the experience so you'll convince yourself. Every search, every pause, every abandoned cart becomes another clue about what you'll probably buy next. The website isn't just displaying products. It's constantly testing which version makes people spend more. Even tiny details matter. A button color, a countdown timer, or where the reviews appear can change what people buy. This isn't guesswork. It's the result of thousands of experiments running every single day. And here's the strange part. Most shoppers never realize they're part of the experiment. Recommendation engines promise to help you discover products. Their real job is keeping you shopping longer. The longer you stay, the greater the odds that something eventually ends up in your cart. That's why the hardest button to find is often the one that lets you leave. Then there are loyalty programs. They don't just reward spending, they encourage more of it. After earning points, skipping your next purchase suddenly feels like wasting them. It's called commitment. Once people invest time or rewards, they're more likely to keep going. Add one-click checkout, and suddenly buying becomes easier than stopping to think. So far, none of this sounds illegal. In fact, most of it isn't. But legality and fairness aren't the same thing. That's where the story gets interesting. Because the biggest hidden cost isn't the money leaving your wallet. It's the decisions you never realized were being influenced. Here's the twist. The most expensive thing you buy online might not be the product at all. It might be your attention. Every extra minute you spend browsing gives algorithms another chance to learn what makes you click. The algorithm isn't judging you. It's simply looking for patterns that make sales happen more often. If late-night shoppers spend more promotions appear at night. If countdowns increase purchases, you'll see more countdowns. That's why 2 people can visit the same website and walk away with completely different shopping experiences. None of this happens by accident. Every recommendation, every banner, every notification has one goal: increase the odds that you'll buy. And now we arrive at the hidden price almost nobody talks about. Because the biggest cost isn't just what leaves your bank account, it's how your choices are quietly shaped before you even realize you're making them. Here's where online shopping changes from convenience into psychology. Companies aren't just competing to offer lower prices anymore. They're competing to become better at predicting and influencing your decisions before you consciously make them. Think about how often you've searched for one simple item and somehow ended up buying 3 more. That wasn't necessarily poor self-control. The shopping journey was carefully designed to increase the chances of exactly that happening. This strategy has a name: increasing average order value. If millions of customers each spend just a few extra dollars, those tiny decisions become billions in additional revenue. That's why checkout pages suddenly suggest accessories, warranties, subscriptions, or faster shipping. Every extra option represents another opportunity to increase the final total without feeling like a major purchase. Then there's urgency. Countdown clocks, limited inventory messages, and flash sales all encourage one emotion above everything else: fear of missing out. Because rushed decisions are often more profitable than careful ones. Reviews also shape behavior. Most shoppers trust other customers far more than advertisements. That's why ratings and testimonials have become some of the most valuable real estate on any product page. Even when reviews are completely genuine, the way they're displayed can influence what catches your attention first. Presentation matters almost as much as the information itself. None of these techniques force anyone to buy. Instead, they gently reduce hesitation, remove friction, and make purchasing feel like the easiest possible decision. That's precisely why they're so effective. The irony is almost poetic. We embraced online shopping because it saved us time. Yet many platforms now compete for as much of our time and attention as they can possibly capture. And that's the hidden price. Beyond the dollars, beyond the discounts, and beyond the free shipping, the real currency is your attention, your habits, and your decision-making. Once you recognize that, you'll start seeing online shopping very differently. None of this means you should stop shopping online. The convenience is real, the competition often lowers prices, and millions of Americans genuinely benefit from it every day. The goal isn't to fear technology, it's to understand how it's designed to influence you. The next time a countdown timer appears, a product claims it's almost sold out, or an irresistible recommendation pops onto your screen, pause for just a second. Ask yourself one simple question: is this helping me or helping the platform? That single moment of awareness can be surprisingly powerful. Because once you recognize the psychology behind the screen, you're no longer simply reacting to it. You're making a conscious decision instead. If this video changed the way you think about online shopping, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden systems shaping everyday life. And before your next purchase, remember that the smartest shopper isn't always the one who spends less, it's the one who understands the game.